If you're from Mississippi, then you're called a Mississippian. And if you live in Philippi, they call you a Philippian. It's also a letter written by Paul, and we are going to read it all. Thankfully, it's pretty small, so come along with me and read Philippians.
Good evening, friends. This is Emily Elephant
And Sam the Turtle.
with the Nightly News.
That's the news nightly.
What's the news, Sam?
Why, Emily, we're talking about joy. That's deep happy, if you didn't know. Hug happy, not cookie happy.
And what are we learning about joy? Carlo?
We're learning about a guy named Paul who is stuck in a prison, which is no fun at all. Not that I've been there, but I've seen movies. And yet somehow he has a joy, the deep happy. But how?
Good guys, you really set that up well. We're reading a letter Paul wrote to the Christians in Philippi. It's called Philippians. Let's read the Bible together. Who can read chapter 1, verses 3 through 6?
It's my turn this time. I thank God every time I remember you, and I always pray for all of you with joy.
Joy. He said joy.
Yep, only 4 verses in, and he's already talking about joy.
See, I told you. All right, keep reading.
Right, back at it. I thank God for the help you gave me while I preached the good news. You helped from the first day you believed until now. God began doing a good work in you, and he will continue it until it is finished when Jesus Christ comes again. I am sure of that.
Okay, so where did his joy come from? I'm not sure I caught it.
Well, what's he saying here? Paul thanks God whenever he thinks of his friends in Philippi. He remembers how much they helped him when he was there. So what's the first thing bringing him joy?
Remembering his friends. His friends bring him joy.
Yeah, like a roller coaster alone isn't all that great, but add friends.
And your heart is filled with joy.
It's relationships that bring us joy. It's friends, it's family, the people we love, and the people who love us. Being loved brings us joy, even in the middle of hard times. So first, it's the people Paul loves that bring him joy, even while he's in prison. Second, what was he doing while he was in Philippi? What were his friends helping him with?
I thank God for the help you gave me while I preached the good news. Paul was preaching the good news.
What good news? That it was his birthday? That his favorite TV show was on? That he was not yet in a prison so he could go to a Disney World?
I think it was probably the news about Jesus and the kingdom of God.
Ah, yes, the gospel. That means good news, right?
That's right. When the New Testament writers talk about the gospel or the good news, they're talking about the story of who Jesus is and what he did. That Jesus is bringing the kingdom of God to life, and through him, we can be sons and daughters of the King.
Princes and princesses in the kingdom.
So Paul's friends in Philippi were helping him tell everyone about the kingdom of God and how they could be a part of it.
Right again. And seeing other people meet Jesus and become children of God filled Paul with so much joy that even now in prison, just thinking about it fills him with joy all over again.
Is that it? Are we done?
Oh, one more thing he talks about. God began doing a good work in you, and he will continue it until it is finished and Jesus Christ comes again. Philippians 1:4 is a really famous verse. In other versions of the Bible, it goes like this: "And I am sure of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ."
And the day of Jesus Christ is Christmas? Jesus' birthday?
I don't think so. Our version said, until it is finished and Jesus Christ comes again.
So the day of Jesus Christ is the day Jesus comes back to make everything right and makes all the bad stuff stop.
That's right. Paul knows that God is working in the lives of his friends in Philippi. They've begun following Jesus, and God has begun changing their hearts. They are now part of the kingdom of God, which won't be complete until Jesus comes back. He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. What his friends have found, they cannot lose. God's promises to bring them into a perfect world, to live with him, will come true. God will finish what Paul helped begin, and knowing this fills Paul with joy, even in prison.
So, relationships. Having people we love and who love us gives us joy.
Deep, happy.
And helping other people become children of God, sons and daughters of the King, that gives us joy too.
Really deep, happy.
And knowing that the people you love who are following Jesus can never lose what they found, that God will bring them to his perfect kingdom, to their happily ever after.
That's the deepest happy of all.
I see how Paul can have joy even in prison.
So, is that the end of Philippians?
That's just the first 6 verses. Paul has lots more to talk about, which we will get into next time. See you then.